guys, and welcome back to, I guess, Ancient Evil of me doing all the Exalted hands. So, to obviously begin with, we are going to kill these beginning zombies, and then I'm going to attempt to actually shoot these windows early for the upgraded Chimera hands. So the first one's going to be over here on the left side, kind of right next to where the woman is, and then, or the oracle. And then the second one's obviously over here, spin that correctly. Then obviously we're going to have to pick up the Sentinel artifact, which that's obviously kind of necessary for every single Chaos map. And I'm obviously also going to be shooting this mirror so I can just get Chimera done and out of the way. Then next up is actually going to be the hands, so I grab one of the hands right there along with the golden bridle, and then I eventually kill that Giganese so I can have my shield, because the shield is also necessary to have the exalted hands. And just like everyone else, I'm going to start with the Gaia hand because no one really upgrades this hand at all, because you don't even need to do it for the Easter egg quest. And so I actually find my second handle right there for my second hand. And then my third one, which this would have been a great one for a speedrunning game, there's the third hand right there, and then before I build the shield right here, and then to upgrade the Gaia hand, there are going to be 3 plants, and you're just going to have to shoot 3 crystals on it, and it's going to drop the seedling from Wally, and you're just going to simply bring this all the way back to the Gaia statue, and you're going to have to do this 3 separate times on 3 different plants. So another way to do it is you can, if you audibly listen to it, you can hear kind of like wind chimes. So if you are struggling, which I did at least on this third one, because I partly remembered how to upgrade Gaia, but never fully doing it, because this one I couldn't find until I heard the wind chimes, and I'm like, ooh, I'm close. This one is obviously the furthest one. I just suggest, at least for this one, doing it on a round change, just so you can easily transport them without having too many difficulties with the zombies getting in your way. And then obviously do your natural lockdown step just like you do for every other hand upgrade that you need for especially the Easter egg. This is going to be the same across all of them. So this is actually pretty simple. Next up, we are also going to be getting the Eternal Flame as well, because that's also necessary. So be doing those challenges that Oracle gives you, just so you can obviously do this. And again, I'll explain more in detail on what the Eternal Flame is for. Next up, we are going to do the Chimera, which obviously everyone should know how to do the other 3 hands, because you need them for the Easter egg. So if you haven't done the Easter egg, then this will probably help. You just have to shoot the mirrors and adjust them to where they flash off of a crystal, and then go back into a pot, which you just simply melee and bring it back to the pedestal or statue, whatever you want to call it. And which, for some reason, I had difficulties with this every single time that I played this map, and for some reason this one didn't give me any problems, which doesn't make any sense. But I mean, I'm not one to complain about it. It makes my life simpler. And then obviously melee that back in, and then again, do your challenge of just surviving in this place, in which if you stand in this kind of side of it, there are 2 spawn points on each side, and you just hold the light beam and you keep going back and forth. Right here I pick up the third hand, and then I actually go to the underworld, and then obviously going to start off with the Karen hand, or the Quran hand. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it because I don't know any mythologies, so my apologies. So obviously start off here, do the little lockdown, and then you're going to get kills in the River of Sorrow, and it's going to turn bloody. After that, you're going to drink it, and after this, you're just going to simply go around and picking up coins. You're going to hear a little ding every coin that you pick up. Again, I went over these 3 hands in my last video of over Ancient Evil, so if you have any questions about it, go over there. I kind of did it in more detail because all of this is pretty much the same as that video. After that, I pick up my fourth and final hand at the water well or the giant furnace, and then do the Oranos hand, and then same thing. But this time, this gave me the most struggle that I've had with this hand, which the zombies just never went to the fletching of the arrows, which kept pissing me off, and I had to go through like 3 or 4 rounds of just attempting this, which pissed me off. And then this one was fine, the first one was fine, and then this one kept on pissing me off because I would hit it and then it just wouldn't hit for the second time, in which right there it did, and I actually almost died to it. And then obviously going to prove myself to Oranos, which is the final step, and the getting the last redeemed hand for all 4 hands. Afterwards, I personally do Pack-a-Punch just because I'm going to naturally do that anyway. And then you're actually going to use the Eternal Flame and your shield to light up this bowl that's right out of spawn. And as soon as it lights up like that, you are clear to go and get certain catalyst above any of the pedestals, and they actually have to line up with which one they are. So lightning is going to go with Chimera, and here's a little spreadsheet, or not even a spreadsheet, just a little thing right here. So Chimera gets electric, Gaia gets fire, Karen right here is going to get poison, which you can see the poison zombie coming down, and then Oranos is going to get the water zombie. I highly suggest using the Karen hand just because you can use a monkey bomb and all the zombies are attracted to this and they'll just die. And right here you can see that the soul of the fire zombie doesn't get sucked into the Gaia statue. Don't worry, because this actually ended up working and I just got kills afterwards. And after you get your catalyst kills, you're just gonna get 5 to 10 zombie kills at each of the pedestals. They kind of have to be kind of close. I personally did it on like the little circle, as you can see on the ground, where this blue Oranos symbol is. So be prepared to also get be prepared to get a little bit more kills. That's also why, again, I go for the Karen hand, just because it's kills. And then after you get your last one, I suggest getting a max ammo, because then you can take out your gauntlet and go to the Pack-a-Punch and interact with it, and then it's going to have you do the challenge of Gaia, which this one is just going to be kind of like a normal lockdown, except it is going to be elemental zombies, or the catalyst, whatever you want to call them. Just simply take them down. I was lucky enough to have the homunculuses, so I could relieve myself a little bit. Plus, also, as you notice, you also cannot use your elixirs, so use your elixirs before you go into your next challenge, and then start your the challenge up. So first up is going to be the Gaia, next up is going to be Oranos, in which this one is just going to be kind of like the same thing as the Gaia one, except this one is going to be skeletons, in which, again, the Karen hand is a lifesaver with the monkey bomb effect, because normally whenever I use this hand, it just never worked. Because my friend's like, oh, the Karen hand's the best, and I'm like, it is not the best. It is horrible whenever I use it, because some zombies would go to it and then other ones just wouldn't, which kept on pissing me off for obvious reasons. Next up after the Oranos challenge is going to be Chimera, which this one is actually going to be you killing, I believe, 3 Giganese, so the big giant 6-armed monsters, not the Blight Fathers, in which that's why I personally have a fully Pack-a-Punch Spitfire, because worst case scenario, I can go and buy ammo off the wall, so I don't have to really wait for a max ammo. I just go and buy it whenever I actually need it. In which right here, you can see it kind of tears through them, especially if I go for headshots. And you can get gifts from Oracle in this. As you can see, I got a max ammo for my Spitfire, which is a lucky drop. And then finally, for your last challenge, it is actually going to be the Karen. So you're going to all 4 upgrading areas, and then this one is going to be the same as the Giganese, except it's going to be Blight Fathers. You're just going to simply have 3 of them, in which I also say you should upgrade your specialist and kind of save it for either the Giganese or the Blightfathers, just so you can simply tear through them, as you can see me do and almost die with Thank God for Dying Wish. In which, here is the last one, and after you kill this Blightfather, you are actually fully able to pack-a-punch your your redeemed hands into the Exalted hands, and also get the achievement of 4 Old Gods. And you just simply pack-a-punch it, and you get Exalted hands. Now here is just a little bit of gameplay with each Exalted hand. So with my least favorite one, and the least, in my opinion, the least reliable one, is going to be the Gaia hand, which the Exalted hand just, in a sense, makes the charge shot, which you just smash like a bunch of mountains into the ground, as you can see right here. It just makes the explosions a lot better and just more powerful, and you increase every ammo to 50, so that's, or every single Exalted hand gets 50 ammo, so it just goes for everything. But with the only issue with this one is that time for it to explode is way too long for me to actually be fully comfortable with, and the melees, it does not increase with it, so that's another downside with every Exalted hand. I wish that it increased the melee damage with it, just in case. Next up, I would do the Hand of Chimera, which again, it's still good, but the lightning beam coming down just is very unresponsive to where I actually need to pinpoint. So this is like my third reliable one, because it kind of just, like, as you can see, it just lags behind where I'm actually aiming, which some people like it, some people don't. Then the second best is going to be the Oranos hand, which is just a fully decked out thunder gun, or a fully automatic thunder gun if you really want to do it like that. Because as you can see, I'm holding this down this entire time, and I only went through about 20 bits of ammo, and that was for like almost 30 seconds worth of thunder gun. And now I'm just going to kill this Blightfather very easily with the Oranos hand only, which it actually kind of kills it very fast. I didn't expect it to actually kill it that fast. And then, as you can see, obviously everyone's favorite is going to be the Karen hand, which it's a monkey bomb effect, and it lasts for so much longer, kills a lot more zombies. This is everyone's favorite hand, as it easily is. And so I just sat right here, right next to the pedestal, just because, why the hell not? I'm going to be camping with it anyway. But if you guys did enjoy this video, let me down below what else do you guys want me to do. Any other challenges, any other tutorial videos, especially for like these gauntlet hands. Let me know down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the videos, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Peace.